Growing up, I experienced multiple educational systems and cultures. I moved from Guangzhou in a Chinese school to Beijing in a British international school in grade 5, and then finally here in the US in grade 8. Switching places seemed like the default state of my life. Each time I had to rebuild connections and blend into my new community. Everywhere I was an anxious traveler, carrying my packed suitcase, always being ready for the next destination. Instability overwhelmed me as I struggled to find a place I could call home. To make up for this void, I filled every moment with tasks of all kinds, conversations, and adventures. I enjoyed living life in such a way that I would not slow down. Being alone scared me. It made me uncomfortable. Then the pandemic hit, and my life shifted from finding a sense of belonging from the outside world to find a sense of belonging for myself. When I have the time in the morning, I now wake up an hour before everyone else, prepare myself a hot matcha latte, and roll on my yoga mat. As I move through the yoga stretches in complete silence, I focus on nothing but my present breath. These mindful moments have gradually anchored me. Without realizing it, I have slowly grown roots. For the first time, I have unpacked my suitcase and set it aside. I didn't have a sense of home before because I was always busy on the road, never slowing down to look inward. Now I realize that the home I have been looking for all my life is right inside me. As I watch the sun slowly rise above the hill while entering a meditative state on my yoga mat, I am filled with deep contentment by simply being with myself. I have always been at home, for I carry my home with me. Through these practices, I learned that I can never be fully there for others if I'm not fully there for myself. I can never fully exist in if I'm not living only in the present moment. I can never find a better version of myself if I don't find comfort in being uncomfortable. Finally, I believe that nothing you can feel is inherently wrong. You're allowed to have ups and downs, and you're allowed to show up imperfectly. You're not here to get everything right. You're here to learn and grow. Make peace with yourself through every step of this grand becoming of life because you're exactly where you need to be and you're enough. Thank you. Shout outs to all my teachers and Miss Diamond. Thank you for opening a safe space for learning and growth throughout these high school years and helping me become a better person. Mr. Varma, I'm always amazed by your passion and love for what you teach and for your students. Thank you for being so caring for not only my academic performance, but also my mental health. Students, if you're an A grader, you're fortunate to be in his class or advisory next year. And if you're debating whether you should take Mr. Varma's AP Physics, do it. The girls basketball team, Tatum, Sophia, Riley, Clarice, Coach Rachel. I have loved our journey in the basketball team for the past years, and I will forever cherish our experience of getting out, technically being forced out of our comfort zone consistently, and eventually all becoming a better version of ourselves, mentally and physically. Riley, you're an earth angel. Thank you for always showing up. Thank you for being the most considerate human I have ever known. And thank you for being so strong when I needed support. Most importantly, thank you for spoiling me with all the boba deliveries. Please keep them coming. Clarice, I will always appreciate your honesty and humor. Thank you for speaking your truth and using your magic power to put a smile on all of our faces. I know that wherever you end up in life, you will always be the one who brings joy to the group and community. David, I know my brother David. I know our family is not the best at communicating affection, but I really want to let you know that I appreciate you always being the one consistency in my life. Good luck with the rest of your high school year, little brother. Below are for the people who are not here but will be watching the recording later. Dad and mom, I'm gonna say this in Chinese. 爸爸妈妈，谢谢你们一直以来对我的支持。最重要的是，谢谢你们不仅看着我成长，而且愿意跟我一起成长。我爱你们。Laura, thank you for being there through such a big transition in my life when I moved across the world. Thank you for showing me so much compassion and always being there, making me feel heard, seen, and welcome and cared for. Lord, I don't know if you're going to see this later, but you were the first person I have ever met at RHP. And thank you for being in my life. Thank you for always being who you are. And below for Carson and the Bergeron family. Carson, I have always admired and am always inspired by how much softness and love you have inside of you. Thank you for pushing me to be and become the person that I have always wanted to be. Christina and Ken, thank you guys for always being there to support me, buy me yogurt and roast chocolate, and be my second family. I love you guys.